Welcome back, and today we're talking plaque, atherosclerotic plaque, that stuff that builds up in the arteries and can cause us problems. Well, as I mentioned previously, it's at points of wear and tear and inflammation, and that whole process ends up with cholesterol being deposited within the lining of the blood vessels. Now, this is really important to understand. As that cholesterol builds up, it can do two things. The cholesterol can continue to build up, and that can become inflamed and vulnerable to rupture. If it ruptures, that ruptured plaque can cause a clot to form within the artery, and that blocks the artery completely. But we can also see that fatty plaque, that cholesterol dominant plaque, become more stable and become calcified, and that reduces the risk of heart attack. So plaque is a point of wear and tear. Atherosclerosis can have a fatty component, which tends to be the bit that carries the risk, or it can have a more calcific component, which doesn't tend to carry as much risk. And this is what we're trying to manage when we're managing cholesterol. So there's a fair bit of complexity around that. Really importantly though, one of the things you need to be aware of is as that plaque is building up and can be at risk of rupture, it may not give any signs at all. It may not be limiting blood flow within that artery. It may just be building up in the wall. This means that people can be at really high risk of heart attack even though they may pass a stress test. Because that blood vessel is not narrowed, they may actually have no symptoms whatsoever until the very first symptom, which is a rupture of plaque. That's not a fun fact, but that's an important fact to hold on to, and I'm going to ask you as your daily task to check out a TEDx presentation I did on this very topic. It's really important you understand it, and it's really important you understand it because our next discussion, our next day in our challenge is all about finding out who's at risk. So stay tuned and follow up on that. For now, I do wish you live as well as possible, for as long as possible. Take care, and bye for now.